it's going. I should make basil. So, my daughter went to bed probably about an hour later than she usually does, which she took a nap today. She took a car nap today, so that happens. So I worked out kind of a more solid plan as far as what I need to do next. And what I need to do next is models. There are a couple things that I can't get through without having a static, like the lights. I need 3 different types of lights. They need to be static matched so that they can get the inheritance, and I can work through that and turning off the lights. Sounds for stuff, I need research for stuff. So it kind of boiled down to, okay, I kind of need to focus on the models for this. So I'm going to maybe spend about an hour on stream, because I did say I would stream today, and the jam group that I joined for the horror team, I'm gonna give it the 3 days that they thought it would take to kind of figure out what the schedule is gonna be. But right off the bat, we have a month. If we're struggling with logistics in terms of time zone, I have another group that we have 9 gays, and they're not worried about struggling in terms of time zone. They are trying to pull together a project in 9 days. So they're already bouncing ideas off of each other, have a plan to narrow them down, and just, is ready to hit the ground running. So what I've noticed with groups that, if you want to hit the ground running, those are the best groups to go for. If you start worried about the logistics, it's going to fall apart, because you're focused on the logistics and you're not even worried about building a game. The theme is alien infiltration, and that was announced today before the jam started at 6, and nobody was around. I posted the theme to it, and then they started worrying about logistics. That we haven't talked about ideas for story or anything like that. So my backup plan is to, after this weekend, after giving them a trial and kind of getting my footing with the other group, because that starts, the horror jam started today, the other jam starts tomorrow, and they're like super excited about it. So as soon as I get my footing with these 2 groups and figure out what's going on, if I do stick with the horror group, I could probably still try to stream the stuff that I'm working on, but it won't be focused on this project. However, if after 3 days things kind of seem like they're not going to get pulled together within like a week, and we can start working on a project and not worrying about logistics, if it kind of falls apart, I have a backup plan, because the game that I'm working on right now, when I proposed it as a level instead of a whole game. So the levels were based on PlayStation, like original PlayStation. Some of their larger games had multiple discs, like Final Fantasy VII had 4 discs, or 3 discs. One of them had 4. 8 might have had 4 discs. I think 7 had 3 discs, so 8 might have had 4 discs. One of them had 4 discs. So what I was thinking was my levels would be discs, like in that PlayStation style. So the meatpacking plant, that's actually disc 2, because I was older when we lived at the meatpacking plant. And the first level is actually based on a farm that I was really, really little, so I don't even really remember most of it. But it had a nice kind of open area that I think would be really interesting to use. And I was going to base that one around aliens. Like, this one is aliens, this 2 is monster, this 3 is a ghost. Because the place that I lived when I was even older, there were ghost stories that were told about that house. My mother said she saw the ghost of her grandmother. They're a very nice lady. So I was going to base the 3rd disc off that place and a ghost. So I kind of have a backup plan of what I'm gonna do. So after this weekend, I might not be working on this project for a little bit. I might jump to either the other game jam projects, or like I said, if that other group falls apart, I'm going to jump into building the farm so that I could submit that as a horror level for the game jam for the theme of alien infiltration. Because I have a plan for that. I can just go. But I did join a team, so I'm going to try it out because I think it's a good experience for me to have experience with a team in a game jam as far as getting into the gaming career and that stuff. So, additionally, I might not be on for too long because I started working on this picture for Angel Dust while I was waiting for Gita to go to sleep and watching the presidential debate, which, oh my god. So I do kind of want to finish it so I can have a short for tomorrow. So yeah, I'll be on for a little bit because I said I was going to be on yesterday. I don't know why I make plans. Seems like every time I make plans, things just kind of, but I'm going to be working on, let's see, I have a list of all the models that I want to work on, and I guess I'm just going to start with lights and go down. Because some of these are actually just going to be really simple things. Shaft of wireframe override. This is not the right. This is the right one. Okay. So I think, since I'm not even like animating it, it would be okay for me to just whip out a cylinder light. Edge faces. Those are horrible edge faces. Height segment 1. Thank you. Cap segments 2. Yeah. That'll be good. Actually, maybe I should make it a separate piece because I was going to give it that light material. It would still be the same static mesh. I don't know, maybe I'll just give it a light material. I'll just need to make sure that everything has a light material mesh. A light material for it. A mesh for the light material. Sure. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get my brain where I need it to be. brain is chugging. I'm thinking. Because I was thinking that I could detach this, just make it 2 pieces. I might just be able to paint it with a emissive instead of giving it a light material. I might try that. I might just do a single static mesh for each and seeing if I can paint it. Say I want polygon. I want to grab all of the polygons. I want to grab all of the polygons. What just happened? What just happened? What just broke? What just broke? What just broke? Holy shit. I have not encountered that. Do I have anything for today? No. I mean, that's not hard to... And when things start turning wonky, like crazy, I might just have a dead stream day, which happens. I've had dead stream days before. I don't think I have any specific settings. Yeah, something broke. Like, something broke bad. I might have a dead stream day. Some days are like that. Some days are like, hey, the universe is saying, do something else. Just fucking do something else. I don't think I changed anything at all. Spaces. 1, 2. Pivot's in the middle, so I should just figure it out. put you over here for a second. Okay. Everything's selected. I mean, it's not gonna have anything detailed on it. I don't want to spend like too much time on this either. What's this side doing? I don't mind that it's doing that, but it's not great. I don't know if that's a problem. Yeah, I'm running into lots of issues today. I'm not sure. It doesn't really matter that it has a texture on it. I just worry that something's corrupted now. There it is, and it was. It doesn't need to go in these, but. there for a minute. No. I need this. Okay. I'm going to import the light. Make sure it can import it. Make sure there's nothing corrupt about it. Assets, and yeah, I'll just put it in there. No smoothing groups. I mean, that's normal. Did it create a material? Apply material. It only has one element. I'm gonna test something. Going to detach. Light. I want to do one thing. I want all of them. It's not picking up the base. But that's where it's supposed to be. Okay, that made 2 pieces, which is what I don't want, because then I have to apply each separately. Material slot? I don't know what it affects. No. Yeah, I don't know what it affects. Okay, I might need to do that. I might need to explore that a little bit more, because that might be the solution that I'm looking for, is somehow apply a material per UV cell. Maybe. That is an experiment. So what I'm not going to do is keep these separated. Integrate them. Yeah, okay. So what I'm going to do is hide that. And I'm just going to do the same basic idea. Yeah, because I can just convert to poly. Each traces aren't on. There we go. Give a little bit more dimension there. I think that's everything. The same thing, except the bottom piece came out fine. It doesn't need to be that big though. It definitely does not. just want to rename. I just want to zero you out. Thank you. Okay. Kitchen light check, office light check. I need a warehouse light. So this is a little bit more involved. Do what I'm thinking about doing. Yeah. That was easy. So I just want to take this edge. And slightly flatten that. Okay. Tube that cuts across it. Wait, I don't need too many of these. Oh, all of these connect. Just had an idea and then it went foop. Polygon. It can be square. I could slice it in half again and make it rounder. Hello. How are you? What am I gonna do before I do that? Did I bevel it? I didn't. Polygon, do the bevel, apply the bevel. Square this up. Square. I need to square this up too. Okay, and now grab the edges. All of the edges. That's not straight. It is wonky. Oh, it's wonky because of that. Or I could just make it square, because why not? Grab the vertex. And good enough. I'm spending too much time on a light that I am not going to have a lot of. Did that just automatically connect? I didn't know it could do that. I have learned something. So actually what I need to do is, yeah, move that down. Move it to where it's supposed to be there. And then I'll just check out what the vertex is. I just need to find the target world. Don't know. I don't know why I don't use hotkeys. Ah, it collapsed the wrong thing. Haha. Because sometimes I think I know what the hotkeys are, and then I don't. And then I don't know what the hotkeys are. If I think too much about it, I lose my train of thought. Like right here, I don't know where this vertex came from. Not detach. Even it out. And some things I do if I'm moving fairly quickly, like extrude. There are certain circumstances where shift extrude will work fine. There are other circumstances where I want to have a little bit more control. So instead of using the hotkey, I'll use the menu, and that's really what it comes down to. What is better for me at the time. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's not. I used to know what hotkeys were collapse, and then my brain just forgets them. And it didn't even collapse properly. Okay, that one did. I think that's all of the little pieces, and it should be one piece now. I remember there was a time where I hated cutting UVs. Hated it. Dreaded it. That's pretty significant progress to just be like, yeah, I'm just gonna cut these. I know where to cut them. I'm not even thinking about it. Just snip, 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 snip. Pieces. Happy little pieces. These are the lights. I can make these a little bit bigger. Okay, that should be fine. Oh, I need to... Zeroing it out is important. Because it's so much easier to just zero it out than try to mess with the pivot in Unreal Engine. Okay, so that's all the lights. That's texturing, that's texturing, that's texturing, that's texturing. I need to make locks. I need to make the player, which is more involved. And I need to make the monster, which is more involved. So I think kind of given this little wonky funk that I've been in, I'm gonna call this dead stream, and I'm gonna head. I'm gonna work on my drawing for Angel Dust, so that there's a short tomorrow. Cross my fingers. And I will get back to this project eventually, like if I have free time. If I stick with the groups and have some free time, I will get back to this project. Otherwise, I might jump to bounce. I bounce a lot. I'm sorry about that. I am sorry about my bouncing. Yeah, I'll bounce to projects that I'm working on depending on availability, really. So, yeah. A couple people jumped on, so thank you for hanging out with me. If you're watching this later, I'm sorry. Sometimes dead streams happen, and that's okay. Okay. Yeah. Have a good night. Bye.